F and True Wrestling interviews give you the best interview, unless of course it sucks, then you won't get a good review. But of course, if you're not down with that, 2 words for you: suck it.
Welcome to the effing brand of wrestling and entertainment here on YouTube.com. My name is JC Styles, and I am back with the WWE Cruiserweight Classic review. Now, there's a lot to talk about in this video. I am not going to talk about each and every single competitor in the tournament. I am going to touch on some of the ones that really got me hyped, really caught my eye in the tournament. Also going to talk about the season finale winner and what I would like to see from the Cruiserweight division moving forward. Before we get into that, for those of you that are just getting into wrestling and haven't had a chance to go back and watch some of these classic Cruiserweight bouts, I was born in '86, for those of you that don't know, and I grew up on wrestling. I grew up watching all the WCW stuff in the early '90s, Saturday night wrestling on the TBS. You know, Saturday morning superstars. You know, I've gone back and watched countless WCW cruiserweight matches, cruiserweight matches in ECW. I've even gone to watch as far as watching some of this stuff over in Mexico and in Japan. Before cruiserweights came to America, they were very popular down in Mexico, known as Lucha Libre Wrestling. Also, over in Japan as well, Paul Heyman reached out and brought several of these guys over. For those of you that don't know, you guys got Chris Jericho, Rey Mysterio, Dean Malenko, Eddie Guerrero. These guys really had the it factor. They really had they were the pioneers. To me personally, I think these guys were the pioneers. There's people out there that are older than me that are going to say the original Tiger Mask was the pioneer of the Cruiserweight division. But since then, there has been so many variations of the Cruiserweight division. You had the light heavyweight division during the Attitude Era, the Cruiserweight division in WCW. You have the X division in TNA as of right now. You know, there's so many variations, and I was really disappointed when they did away with the Cruiserweight division, because to me they had all this talent that wasn't being utilized, and I think now they need something for some of these lightweight guys who can't go and compete with the main event talent like the Big Shows and the Canes. You know, so to me, I really enjoyed the Cruiserweight division growing up, and I would really hope they have big, high hopes for the division moving forward. Now to touch bases on the tournament itself, some of the guys, I have them on my phone, some of the guys that really stood out to me in the Cruiserweight Classic, 2 of them in particular who we've seen in WWE before, Brian Kendrick and Tajiri. It was really nice to see these guys back in the WWE wrestling. I really hope WWE plans on keeping these 2 guys around, because I honestly think Tajiri can sign with NXT and really help establish some of the stars down there. The same thing with Brian Kendrick. I think they can really really shine down in TNA and help push some of the talent, whether if they're on Raw or SmackDown, maybe just have them on NXT, eventually bring them up. Speaking of NXT, you have guys like Johnny Gargano and Tommaso Ciampa, who just wrestled at the NXT Brooklyn TakeOver 2, who had a great tag team match against the Revival. I'm not going to lie, before NXT TakeOver Brooklyn 2, I really didn't know who these 2 guys were until I found out that they were opponents in the Cruiserweight Classic. Really fell in love with these 2 guys. I think they're a tremendous talent, and I think that moving forward with the division, I think they can really bring the it factor to the Cruiserweight division. Then you have some of the finalists like Kota Ibushi, Gran Metalik, TJ Perkins, These guys just really blew me away. I really didn't think that they trained and honed skills like this anymore in wrestling. I thought it was more technical wrestling, submission wrestling, brawling, more technical ability, actual wrestling. And it was really nice to see what these guys were able to incorporate into their wrestling style. And the way they trained and put some of these moves together. Kota Ibushi was really the hands-on favorite to win the tournament, and I was really shocked that they did not let him pick up the win. Some other guys that really caught my eye: Lince Dorado, Damac, Cedric Alexander, really caught my eye. Guys, I really don't want to really go on and on about the tournament. I want to get to the review. I really enjoyed the Classic. I really did. It was really nice to see something different for once. I really love that WWE is using the network for so many different things. And I am a subscriber, and I know there's a lot of you that are subscribers out there, and you guys could watch this stuff for $9.99. WWE's always giving promotions away where they're giving a month away for free. So for me personally, you're getting hundreds of dollars worth of content for only $10. Me, I have a annual yearly subscription, which I think is $59.99 they charge me for 1 year, which is a money saver. And to be honest with you, I really enjoyed the Cruiserweight Classic. TJ Perkins really impressed the hell out of me. He had a very tough story. He talked about how he has a necklace that he wears around his neck with the key to the very last place he was evicted from, and he always had it as a constant reminder of the place he lost. And now that he is the Cruiserweight Classic winner and the Cruiserweight champion and heading to Monday Night Raw, he said at the end of his match, he said that that's a memory of a place he doesn't have to go back to anymore. And really humble. Guy is great in-ring competitor, great talent. Honestly, I think that the WWE should take all these guys that were in this division and sign them to contracts, because there's not really many wrestlers in the WWE right now that are cruiserweights, especially on Raw. You're going to have this kid TJ Perkins come up, and he's not going to have that many people to really feud with to go after him for his title. The new design for the Cruiserweight Championship, I honestly don't really like it too much. I would have rather have heard them really do a modified version of the classic Cruiserweight Championship from the WCW days. And maybe just modernize it a little bit like they did with the Intercontinental Championship. Maybe change it slightly, but keep it to the original. But guys, TJ Perkins, let me know your thoughts and what you guys think of him. Leave your comments in the comment box below. Make sure you hit that like and subscribe for more content, whether WWE, TNA, video games. Make sure you go on over to F and True Entertainment, where tomorrow night I will have a unboxing video of the NBA 2K17. Guys, for the F and brand of wrestling and entertainment here on YouTube.com, my name is JC Styles. Again, learn to love it because it's the best thing going today. Have a good night, and I'll see you later.